Hello everyone. In this video, we will talk about uh, GSPR for Amazon seller, General Product Safety Regulations. So, what is this? Starting December 13, 2024, Amazon started pushing seller to comply with these General Product Safety Regulations to make sure that every seller who outside of Europe and even in the Europe who are selling in the Amazon Europe, they must comply with these rules and regulations. What are basically these rules and regulations? This is general product safety regulations laws that replace the old general product safety directive. Uh, if a company manufacture, imports, or distributes, sell non-food consumer products to the on the Europe market, GSPR applies regardless of where the company is based. What applies to it? Most non-food consumer products sold in the Europe falls under the GSPR, including used, repaired, and deconditioned products, as well as spare parts. Products that are already covered by this under this rule, toys, electronics, medical devices are only partially exempt. GSPR fills the gap those rules do not cover. Uh, Food, medicinal products, and plants are excluded entirely. So, what is the core requirement? A critical piece of GSPR is the requirement of a responsible person established within the Europe who act as a point of authorities and consumer on product safety issues. Their contact details, along with manufacturers, must be visible label on the product packaging or accompanying documentation. This means that responsible person information must be available on the product packaging or label or accompanying documentation available within the product packaging. Who can serve as a responsible person? So who can serve as a responsible person? It can be manufacturer or brand owner, a Europe-based importer, an authorized representative appointed by the manufacturer. If you are inside the Europe, so like for example, for sellers inside the Europe, you can act as your own responsible person. If you have a legal Europe entity address, then you can act as responsible person. Then you need to prepare compliance documentation, technical documentation, test reports. Test reports does not apply every products. In some cases, it would be needed, and declaration of conformity. Label products. You need to label your product with product identifier, type, batch, serial number that is easily visible and legible. If if the product size or nature does not allow this, you can use packaging or accompanying document. So, so you also need to label your product with UPC EAN code and follow the marking guidelines as well for all the compliance, and make sure you have your manufacturer information as well on the label. Like here you can act, you as a brand owner, you can act as a manufacturer, uh, as a and you need to have this information on the label, product label, packaging label. And safety and warning also must be displayed on the product detail page in the language of the country of sale. This can be, you can use safety warning images, you can use product instructions or manuals, an instruction guide. It can vary depending upon the category. So for the sailors outside the Europe, a non-Europe sailor has no legal presence. Like Amazon requires non-Europe seller as well to sign up with a Europe authorized representative. If a seller is not based in Europe, they must appoint a third-party provider, which can be found through Amazon Service Provider Network. So in short, like if you wanted to sail in the Europe and you do not You cannot act as a responsible person. You can hire a third party service provider who are providing these services to act as a responsible person on behalf of your brand. So you can hire them, and then you for that response that third party will be your responsible person. So for that, from then you have to show that responsible third party person's information on your product packaging label, and then you need to also show yourself as the manufacturer on there, and you need to add your information as well over there, postal address and electronic address as well. Electronic address can be your email, and you need to upload safety and warning documents as well. And so declaration of conformity also needed for you as well, in the same way for the non-European sailors. If so, these are the things you need to comply with to sail in the Europe, within for the regarding the GSPR informations. We can have a quickly overthrough to this. What is GSPR? We have discussed it already. Sailor inside the Europe and sailor outside the Europe. Sailor inside the Europe can act as responsible person, and sailors outside base Europe cannot act as a responsible person. They need to hire a third party person for responsible person as a responsible person. The responsible person can be a manufacturer, a Europe-based importer, an authorized representative appointed by the manufacturer, a fulfillment service provider established in the Europe. This is for Europe-based sellers, and this is for non-Europe-based sellers. What documentation you need: declaration of conformity, risk assessment, traceability data. It can be add serial number, uh, and translated safety warning, safety informations, and product labeling. You need to have product labeling. Must have your manufacturer, responsible person, contact information on the product and packaging, and test codes as well. And after that, once you have all the information, you can upload these information over there and can test. Uh, we can quickly we can quickly go through the Amazon requirements as well. I can share you the Amazon also provide the same information as well. You can look into this article as well, general product safety regulations, if you would like to explore more and get to know everything I wanted to read in details. You can go through these articles of general product safety rules and regulations. These are some products which are exempted from this. And because this GSPR rules apply only to the non-food products, compliance with this existing legislation. So it's the same thing, like you and your supplier have to make sure that uh, you follow all the requirements such as technical documentation, test reports, and declaration of conformity, as I discussed before. You must provide declaration of conformity or declaration of performance if applicable to your responsible person, and apply technical documentation upon request. Amazon can request these information from you anytime when you start selling. That's why it's important to have declaration of conformity. In the starting, Amazon mostly will ask you to provide to verify. Amazon, you once you create the listing, Amazon will send you the notification that you need to provide manufacturer information, responsible person information, and warning and safety informations. So then you have to fill out those informations. So like this listing is at list of removal, and this listing also has a GSPR uh, information missing for warning and safety. That's why you can see why Amazon asking us to provide warning and safety information. So we will click on the fixed listing. It will take us to the next page where we can fix these. Okay, so here Amazon asking us to provide general warning and safety information. In this listing, we have already provided previously manufacturer information and responsible person information. This seller is from the UK. The same things applies to the UK as well. So we have already done that in over there. So we will submit this information here. So we can submit the product documents and warning and safety images you can see here. So that's how Amazon will request you the information that you need to submit over here. So I have the document for this listing, for this product documents, and I have in user manual which will I upload on this listing. I have a user manual and I will select that, and compliance language. Uh, so you can check the language which you have on your documents. Okay, so in our case, compliance language is in English, so I will choose the okay, and then you upload your documents here. So I have a user manual which I am going to upload here. And that's how you can Amazon will review this and get back to you on this information. So moving back to the same information, you need to follow have a product identifier, like make sure your product packaging has EAN GTIN number as well over there. And then manufacturer information you need to have on the packaging. You must label your non-food product with contact information, including postal and electronic address. As we discussed, electronic address can be your email or URL that allows customer to contact them information. In the form of URL, you can add your website over there. Okay, and then you can submit manufacturer information, responsible person information, warning and safety information. Responsible person, and the same in the case it can be manufacturer, brand, importer, authorized representative, which you can hire if, and even company from the base in the Europe, and you can use Amazon service provider network to hire any third party network. So this is, and then you need to provide also warning and safety information as well, as I did right now, I'll show you the picture. So if you have any question about this, and if you are struggling to sell on Amazon Europe and I are outside Amazon Europe, you can contact me and I can help you to contact with a company, and along the way I can be act as your manager and take on all these process working with the company, as I have already done this before, and I can done this for you as well.